whatever time of the day that you're tuning in. I'm Brianna Renee, and I have news for those that are a part of the Parkinson's community. There's been a new AI test that came out back in 2024 that uses biomarkers to predict Parkinson's in people up to 7 years before diagnosis or initial symptoms begin. Now, scientists say that this could lead to new treatments or even potentially a prevention method for it. More on this subject with Brian in 3, 2, 1. Hey everybody, what up though? It's your homie, the one and the only. And y'all, I got something I really want to talk about, if I'm gonna be honest. Like, have you heard that there's this AI tech that can predict Parkinson's disease in people up to 7 years before they're even diagnosed with it? Crazy, right? But I know some of you are probably out there thinking I can't cool whatever, Brianna, but what's the point? Well, with this early detector, there can be plans or treatments developed now to help or even possibly prevent the disease altogether. Now, what did I do? I did what I always do. And I started diving into the research on this. I collected some notes. I waited for new developments. And now I'm ready to talk about it. So, let's talk about it. Hold on, I'm getting paged. Okay, let's talk about it. But first, let's talk about what Parkinson's is, actually. Now, one article I read from National Institute of Aging says that Parkinson's disease is a brain disorder that causes unintended or uncontrollable movements, such as shaking, stiffness, and difficulty with balance and coordination. Well, that sounds relatable, doesn't it? But with Parkinson's, it's on a whole different level. It continues on saying that symptoms usually begin gradually and worsen over time. As the disease progresses, people may have difficulty walking and talking. They may also have mental and behavioral changes, sleep problems, depression, memory difficulties, and fatigue. And even more so, men are more at risk than women. But a reason behind that is still being studied right now, okay? But the most prominent signs and symptoms of Parkinson's disease happen when nerve cells in the basal ganglia area of the brain that controls movement become impaired and or die. Normally, these nerve cells or neurons produce dopamine. And when the neurons die or become impaired, they produce less dopamine, which causes the movement problems that are associated with Parkinson's, Now, scientists still do not know what causes the neurons to die, though, so that's still being studied. Currently, people with Parkinson's are treated with dopamine replacement therapy after they already develop symptoms, such as tremors, slowness of movement, and gait, and memory problems. But researchers believe that early prediction and diagnosis would be so valuable for finding treatments that could slow or stop Parkinson's by protecting, the dopamine producing brain cells. Okay? Now that we have an understanding of what Parkinson's is, let's talk about this AI tech that's been developed for it. According to Science Daily's article on this subject, it reads, a team of researchers led by scientists at UCL and University Medical Center Göttingen, I don't know, I'm probably saying that wrong, but they have developed a simple blood test that uses artificial intelligence or AI to predict Parkinson's up to 7 years before the onset of symptoms. Now, it goes on to say that the research published in Nature Communications found that when a branch of AI called machine learning analyzed a panel of of 8 blood-based biomarkers whose concentrations are altered in patients with Parkinson's, it could provide a diagnosis with 100% accuracy. The team then experimented to see whether the test could predict the likelihood that a person would go on to develop Parkinson's. So, yeah. No, they did this by analyzing blood from 72 patients with rapid eye movement behavior disorder, or IRBD. Now, when the machine learning tool analyzed the blood of these patients, it was able to identify that 79% of the IRBD patients had that same profile as someone with Parkinson's. The patients were then followed up over the course of 10 whole years, and the AI predictions have so far matched the clinical conversion rate, with the team correctly predicting 16 patients as going on to develop Parkinson's and being able to do this up to 7 years before the onset of any symptoms. Now, the teams are now continuing to follow up on these predicted to develop Parkinson's to further verify the accuracy of the test altogether. Now, isn't that so cool, y'all? Man, what? I can't wait to see what the world is about to be like with this new development. Can you imagine? It's crazy. But I'll go ahead and I'll wrap up this video here. I'll leave some links for you guys to read on your own. But y'all, I got a puzzle to do so I can work on my memory. But always remember, y'all, stay safe. You gotta stay clean, and you always have to remember, especially in your hard times, especially in your hard times, that Breon loves you. Bye. See you next episode. Let me go check on my patients.